Are you ready for some pulls? We're doing voids today, 528 potentially for Marichka. We are all in, so we will not stop pulling void shards here on our friend Moatcarp's account until we have gotten Marichka. I want to get into the pulls as quickly as possible. You guys get it. Marichka might be the best support in the game. For a non-mythical, I mean, she's got a pretty good argument for that. She's completely broken. Let's get after it. 528 voids. Will we get her? And if so, how long is this going to take? Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go. 528 void shards for Miss Marichka. She's like based off of some Ukrainian folklore. Cool to see. They did that with Marichka and Taurus, and then those are two of the most busted in the game. So nice to see them repping the homeland. Polarium obviously being a Ukrainian company. Oh, for our first 10, we got 518 remaining. Let's continue. Let's continue. I don't know if I want a quick click today. Quick click is when you do this. We might just rock this low and slow. There's a little eggplant emoji, dildo, penis beard, cheeky little bellower. We love to see that. And then Lua. Lua can hit pretty hard. Lua used to be an awesome void epic back in the day, but now, you know, power creep's a thing. Maybe we should quick click. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys, let me know in the comments. Do you like low and slow or do you like the quick clicks? It does feel slow as hell though. Skimfos, there is a nice little Brogni epic. Skimfos definitely very underrated. Gal is solid. She can kind of slap. You know what? Let's alternate. Let's go. That was low and slow. Let's do a quick click. Whoop. All right, no gold, but we're stacked up there. We got Rugnor. He was a Pixneal epic. And then Warcaster. We actually got a little block damage action. All right. Okay. Doesn't matter for this account, but okay. Seducer. This is such a weird looking avatar, man. Double Seducer. Someone told me Ox can slap. Can anyone confirm that? Someone's telling me Ox is a slapper. Little Fellhound. Nice little campaign farming. Not bad for Fire Knight either. Quick click kind of worked there. Ooh, Inquisitor Shamil. I don't think he has +4, so that's pretty good. Ayla. Okay. I'm not crazy about Ayla. She's not bad at all, but, you know. He has like every epic. Actually, he doesn't have like every void epic. He does have every void epic. The question is, which does he not yet have +4? He has most of them +4. Thousands of voids have been pulled on this account in just 2.5 short months. Moatcarp is playing a different game than many of us. Whoop! Okay, that's bad. All right, we'll let it go slow. That didn't work. I also got to say, huge shout out to Moatcarp and huge shout out to Larry, 2 members of my clan, Fastidious. If you're ever interested in joining, you can let me know. We have no open spots right now, but we usually have an open spot every week or something. We're like a very mid-level clan right now, a nice mix of people. But I would just want to say Moatcarp and Larry, these guys are putting up quite the number for a non-personal rewards. I mean, look at this. Look at this blowout. 4 million to less than 1 million. And if we go to members, Moatcarp coming in with almost $500,000, Larry with 1.5 mil. And this is not even personal rewards. So we're saving the real stuff for the next one, the personal rewards one. Pretty spicy, guys. Pretty spicy. All right, we've done exactly 90. Let's make it 100. Right, we started at 528. No legendaries to speak of yet. We'd love to hit soon. Ooh, there's my girl Diana. I got my Diana at 6 stars now. She's pretty dang fun. And then we got Skimfos again. And actually another dildo beard for anyone keeping a dildo beard tally at home. My boy Denid. I like Denid. That is a good rare, especially for faction creeps. This is just a good rare. Cardinal, kind of cheeky in the arena. Justicia. Ooh, another one. Skrank. I'd love to pull Skrank on my account. I don't have any AoE HP burn besides Ultimate Gallic. He's not bad, but I'm not dying to skill him up. Not really wanting to use my books on him, so I've been kicking that can down the road for a while now. Double Paragon, what could it mean? Whoop. All right, just a Basher. Basher is like kind of cool, right? He's got the block buffs here, and then he's got the put it on cooldown. But we're talking 2 turns, which is really nice, especially for a void where you can't weak hit. But, you know, when Fabian exists, when Alice exists, it's hard to be as excited about Basher as we once could. But for an epic, obviously easier to book. The random hitters on the block buffs is annoying, but it's there. And then that A2 is really good. Dennet again, Fellhound. What we got? Another 0 for 10? All right, that means they want me to go fast. We have hit, I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood, but we've gone for at least 4 straight Void Legendary progressives that Moatcarp wanted, and we've hit every time. It's taken as little as like 30 or 40 summons, and it's taken as... Oh, there's our first one. Come on. Ooh, Turvold. Not what we were looking for. You used to be a real thing in some clan boss comps. The Demon Lord. I don't know where he stands today in the meta. I don't see him much, though. At least we're up to the 20x on Marichka, and we did hit kind of early. I was saying that at least the past 4 since Chalco, I'm trying to remember all the ones we did. It was Chalco, Krisk, Sifi. There was one other. We've hit all of them. Sometimes it took as many as like 300 or 400, maybe 500, but maybe 500 is the most it took, actually. But we've always been hitting. And when we got Sifi, it was like 30 or 40 pulls. There's Turvold. He kind of slaps, but he puts a lot of buffs on himself. That's kind of unique. I don't know. I don't know. Not what we were looking for. We're up to the 20x. That's pretty powerful with voids, right? I don't know the exact math on the voids, but 20x for non-voids, if we were doing sacreds right now, or if we were doing ancients, we'd be talking like a 10% chance that if when we hit a legendary, it would be the progressive we chose. With voids, you've got to think we've got to be up to 30 or something fairly 25, 30 by now with the far more constrained void legendary pool. Let's go fast again. All bluesies. Okay, let me make some space. One moment. All right, let's continue. We're a little tight on space. I can only make so much room. He needs to clean up his inventory a little bit. We've got 128 more. Hopefully we hit soon. Potentially 358 more to pull. Let's keep it going fast. Let's get an early gold here. The non-2x always hurts. It always hurts. We should be good for 2 more legendaries. So we'll have this one at the 20x. The next one, if we don't hit here, hopefully we do, knock on wood, that'll be a 25x. All blues again. Absolutely repulsive. Just disgusting. Whoop! Ooh. Oh, a Kempton. He loves a Kempton. He is a +4 Kempton, and I see Moatcarp using him in so many of his hard dungeons. All right, let's do a slow one. The speed was not working. It was not helping. There's our girl Cold Heart. Very special rare in this game. Looks like the slow isn't helping either. Jeez Louise. God damn. The non-2x voids it's tough. It's tough out here with these non-2x voids. Oh my God, is that 3 in a row? I guess we'll try slow again. Something's got to work. No way. So many in a row. Where's the epic pity? We're going to hit epic pity, right? It's coming. Not that it really matters, to be honest. Are we over? Okay, over. Great. Mamma mia. Here we go again. My. Fast. All right, there's our epic pity. Wistery Vinegard. I would like gold. Purple. This is not a very purple account. He's got every epic. Oh my goodness gracious. Doesn't feel good, does it? He was very lucky on his sacreds earlier today, though. You definitely go check out that video. We did some pulls for Teox, and they were very, very crazy. But this is a tough pill to swallow right now, isn't it? The little Umbral Enchantress locking herself out with a cheeky provoke. Very, very interesting. Come on, Cardinal again. Ay. Lightsworn, I do not like Lightsworn. Lightsworn should not be a void. His kit does not feel appropriate for a void epic. Let's go fast. Come on, gold. Frick. Ayla again. Time to make space. One moment. All right, we got 157 slots. We'll maybe have to do a mini cleanse if we don't get lucky here. We should be really, really, really close to Void Pity now, though. We've got 238 remaining. Now we've got 228, so we've done exactly 300 after this 10 pull. So far, just a Turvold, and then obviously a whole bunch of epics to show for it. I'm going to keep this on the one, like the not quick click speed, the low and slow, as I've been saying, because we should be hitting a legendary pretty soon. So I'm going to let that happen. I'm not counting, so I know it's soonish. It could be 20, it could be 60 or 70, but for the drama, God, I gotta say, if you're not like a huge Kraken whale hunting these progressives, please don't pull your voids on a non-2x. I hope you're learning that by watching this. If you're in the market for epics, right? which is the vast majority of players, are looking for some juicy void epics. We haven't pulled some of the very best ones, though, right? We haven't pulled Seer today. He has all these guys, but we haven't pulled Seer. There's a nice little Kafru. Seer, Godseeker, Neri, Ursala, Whisper. Lots of epics we haven't pulled today. He has all of them. Don't worry. Where's that sweet gold, though? If we don't hit real soon, we're not guaranteed another. Kind of a worst case scenario right now. Let's take a peek. Yeah, we're at 198, so we officially are not guaranteed another legendary after this. We might have to take this to the bone and come out of this with just 2. Feeling a little likely, knock on wood, I hate to say it. There's Siendra of Fabian fame. All right, this is not good. No, it's not. God damn it. Jesus, there we go, come on. Ooh, Diamant Coppercoin. Interesting, cheeky little pull there. We got a lot left. We're at the 25x for Marichka, but we are not going to guarantee ourselves hitting Mercy. We're not going to go to a full pity. Let's take a little peek at Diamant Coppercoin, a support void legendary over here. AoE heals all champs by 5% of his HP. Interesting. That's that first part. Everything I've read so far is identical to Ardor, right? The free login legendary we're all getting now. Next part, though, heals an additional 2% of his HP for each buff on this champ. That's pretty solid, but not too special. This is pretty dang nice. AoE increases duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn, fills champion's turn meter by 10%, fills the turn meter an additional 5% for each buff that had its duration increased by the skill. So that could be a ton of buffs, right? If he had 4 allies and then himself, and each one has 3 buffs, you're talking 15 buffs. Then each one of those is 5%. Was that 75%? That's pretty dang juicy. But for this to work, the pass needs to be good and the A3 needs to be excellent. 3 intercept stacks on a target ally. That's pretty nice, especially for PvP. An increased res and strength on all allies. Definitely a unique skill. I like it. Pretty cool for arena, especially. Finally, interesting stuff like this. Has a 50% chance to convert a debuff into a buff before it's placed on this champion. Cool. So they go to place a decrease attack. It becomes increase attack, decrease defense, speed, increase speed, so on and so on and so on. We like it. Coin flip there. I guess he's flipping his copper coin. Finally, speed in all battles, 20%. This is not a bad void legendary at all. Doesn't feel super duper special, but definitely feels pretty dang solid. Very fun pull, and he looks phenomenally cool. We like it. We now have 178 and a dream, and we've got an absolute dream. We're up to the 25x on Marichka, but we are not guaranteed that we will hit again. What I will say, Moat Carp, he is kind of a kraken, right? We'll be pretty close to Mercy, so if he saw a deal to buy 30, he clearly is not shy upon doing that. So he'll have the option. Yeah, he'll be about 183 in if we don't hit here. I think we hit somewhere in the middle when we got that copper coin. Ooh, the epic rates are spicing up, though. We don't hate that. We need that gold, though. Irigrim's a really good one. Really nice solo ability there for an epic. Let's go fast. Let's go fast. Speed. Whoop! Gold. Frick. Let's try it again. Speed. Whoop! Gold. Frick. Okay, last one. Gold. Oh, my Jesus. There's Ursula, though. All right, so Ursula's in my pantheon, my Mount Rushmore, my tippy top of the best void epics in the game. Just an amazing kit, and that revive is just so good. It's one of the best AoE revives, regardless of rarity in this entire game. It's just crazy. Genbo, nice little nuker, especially for arena. Ay. Come on, baby. Let's get the carp one more gold. Come on, please, Marichka. Ooh, Valkanen, I love. Okay, so he hit nice and early there. He already has double man eater, but that will be an empowerment for one of them. But Valkanen's really fun. Undead Horde here attack, very, very unique champion. Speed in arena battles 30%. Mamma mia, that's that Arbiter aura. So what? He's only going to be Arbiter and Kymar, so it's just going to be like Lord Shazar will be higher, and then obviously Odin for the voids. That is pretty dang spicy. Attacks on enemy ignores the shield buffs. 60% chance of increasing duration of all debuffs on the target by 1 turn. We like it. That goes up to an 80% chance. And then also an 80% goes up to a 100% chance of applying debuff spread, taking 2 random debuffs and placing them on all enemies under Hex. Obviously, he's going to put out Hex. That's a really amazing debuff spread on an A1 there. Here's the little Hex ability. AoE, the attack deals single target damage to each target individually. So it's like foomp, 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 kind of going down the chain. Before attacking, 80% chance up to 100 with skill ups, and this goes down to a 3-turn cooldown of placing Hex on all enemies for 2 turns. Ignores 20% of enemies' resistance for each dead ally. Because remember, he's fumfing, as I like to say. So after that first fumf, you can ignore, you get that kill. Now you go to the next one, the next one, the next one. So if you're picking any off as you go, pretty good. Damage of the skill will increase by 10% for each debuff on each enemy. Because remember, before attacking, he's doing the Hex. And then if you have any other debuffs, that can be a lot of increased damage. Finally, the A3, target an ally. If the ally is alive, kills them and unlocks a secret skill. Malice Unleashed also places a 25% debuff for 2 turns and a True Fear debuff for 1 turn on all enemies. That's a really, really nice AoE crowd control with a damage increasing debuff in the weaken. These debuffs cannot be resisted or blocked, then fills this champion's turn meter by 75%. I don't know what Malice Unleashed. Is that this? Okay, cool. It is. Let's read it. Attacks one enemy before attacking, steals all buffs from the target, cannot be resisted if the target has attack equal to or higher than the champion's attack. This attack gains a bonus damage multiplier equal to the target's attack, not applicable to bosses. If the target's attack is less than the champion's attack, it will ignore 50% of defense. It will also ignore all of this, man. I wish they would throw Stone Skin in there, but wow. Block damage, unkillable shield, ally protect, and then a block revive. What a monstrous skill. That is so good. So he's gonna target an ally, and if they're alive, he's killing them and triggering Malice Unleashed. And finally, if they're dead, he's gonna heal the champion by 50% of the heals him by 50% of the dead allies' max HP. If all allies are dead, also unlocks the secret skill Malice Unleashed. Places a shield buff. Oh my god, this is a novel. Places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns. The value of the shield is equal to any surplus heal. If the champion already has a shield buff, the value of the shield is increased by any surplus heal, then fills the champion's turn meter by 75%. This can go down to 3 turns. The fantastic Malice Unleashed, and then we've got this crazy passive. Oh my god, why did I commit to reading this? What are they doing? This is literally a novel. All right, I'm going to go as fast as I can. You guys can skip ahead through all of this if you want, but I want to do it. Places a shield buff on this champion each time an ally or enemy champion dies. So that's something you can kind of manipulate by killing your own units there with the A3. The value of the shield is equal to 50% of the dead champion's max HP. The shield cannot be removed, stolen, or transferred, aka it is protected. If the champion is already under a shield buff, the value of the shield is increased by 50% of the dead champion's max HP. So you can start really, juicing up his shield. That's on a 1-turn cooldown. Finally, a passive effect. Whenever an enemy hits this champion when they're under a shield buff, so it means when he is, places a random debuff on the attacking enemy. One of these random crowd control effects. That's for 1 turn. Any other debuffs are placed for 2 turns. Oh, no. Let me take that back. It will just place any random debuff. If it's a crowd control debuff, it will be 1 turn. Anything else will be a 2 turn. He will ignore 20% of resistance for each dead ally. Cannot place boss exclusive debuff, Sheep, and Smite. Got it. Crazy, crazy, crazy complicated kit. Sorry to anyone that suffered through that with me reading it. But very fun, and we still have 108 and a dream. 3 legendaries pulled, 108 remain to try to go get Marichka. We're obviously up to the 25x now. We're going to have to get pretty lucky. We're going to have to hit, and then it's going to have to be Marichka. I don't know the numbers, but we should have a pretty solid chance with the 25x, but as you know, it's not guaranteed, not even close. Big buffer here. What does that mean? Does that mean she's coming home right here? Come on, Marichka, where are you? No. Final time I get to go have some fun and make space. See you in 1 moment. Okay, 88 voids remain. Let's go. Pretty please, Marichka, come home. Okay, 0 for 10. I think after this one, I'll do the 8 singles and get that out of the way, because that's not going to be fun. There's Lightsworn. What do you guys think? Are we going to get lucky here? I feel like the odds are kind of stacked against us. There's a Lua. All right, let's do our 8 Singies. Who's it gonna be? Skirmisher. More rares. Drowned Blood Wraith. We've got Teryx. Teryx looks pretty cool. The Rage Monger. God, these singles, they are, it's a slog. I hate this guy. Scrapper, get out of here. 3 more. And then we'll have our 6 temples, and we will pray. We will pray. The Seducer, 2 more. My last one of these godforsaken single pulls. Let's bring it down to 60. Okay, 0 for 8 there. God, the non-2X, man. It's just blue, blue, blue. Hey. Oh, there you go. Speaking of blue, how about 10 more of them? Treat us to a little gold, Polarium. Give us our 4th gold. Pulf the Maimed. Ooh, Diana, my girl. We got 40 left, I think. 40 remain. 40 little prayers for Marichka. 40 little prayers. 10 more blues? 10 more blues? Is that what we're going to get? 10 more of them? All right, we got to go. We got to do a quick one. Because this is not going well right now. Whoop! Gold. Frick. White Dryad Nia. First Nia of the day. All right, 2 more 10 pops. Can we end with a bang? Pretty good. Pretty good. Is that an exaggeration? I don't know. Pretty okay session here. We got 3 out of 528. Could have been worse, I guess. Valkanen, really cool. Coppercoin, solid. Turvold, not bad at all, but not so easy to get thrilled about. Madame Sarah's one of the better Void Epics in the whole game. First one we pulled today. And here it is. 8 remain, 7 remain, 6 remain. Come on, Marichka, come on, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one's gonna be her.
No.
Break. All right, there we go. There we go. Got 3 legendaries. None of them were Marichka. Not the best session in the world. Certainly not the worst. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to start playing Raid, use my download link in the description of the top pinned comment. It is the best start imaginable. So even if you're already playing and you want to start a new account, that is how you should do it. Big thank you to Moatcarp. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Share with your mother. I've been Fastidious, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.